Hey everybody, Tad with the Washington ATV Association. We're out riding Walker Valley ORV area today. This is another trail system that's provided and maintained by the Washington State Department of Natural Resources, and we really appreciate them providing us with these beautiful places to ride. This is a lot of 4x trails, so you run into Jeeps and other rock crawlers and stuff out here. It's a little more challenging than maybe Capitol Forest or the Tahuya area, but it's really great fun riding, beautiful scenery. You just want to make sure that you're prepared, you know, ride in pairs, or at least have necessary equipment to get you out if you get stuck. And it's just a great time as always, and you know, you just got to come join us.
Located just east of Mount Vernon, Walker Valley is a year-round destination for ATVs, motorcycles, and 4x4s. Trails range from beginner to very challenging, and there's plenty of riding to keep any ATV enthusiast entertained for several days. Forest Service roads and the 4x4 trails provide quick access to many of the more remote ATV-only trails, allowing you to explore all the area has to offer without ever having to backtrack on the same trail. The trails are generally very well marked, but the roads are not so much, making it difficult to determine exactly where you are on the map, which makes having a GPS very handy. We started our ride on Muddled Meandering Trail. Now, this is one of the few trails that takes you from Walker Valley Road up into the maze of roads and trails. Now, this trail can get rutted out, so expect a few spots where roots and deep ruts will cause you to choose your lines very carefully. You'll notice that there are several trails that connect to the Muddled Meandering Trail, making this an ideal starting point for your ride. Although keep in mind the eastern half of the trail is very steep and should only be ridden by fairly experienced riders. Luckily, there are several other route options, like taking the Criss Cross Trail over to the Ridge Ram 4x4 trail, or turning off early on the Kavanaugh Trail, or doing what we did and take the Easy Valley Connector. This is a very easy ride on an ATV and a very popular one for Jeeps and other 4x4s. So at the end of the Connector Trail, we took an unmarked trail heading up into the trees on the left. Although this trail starts off easy, only take this if you are very comfortable navigating large, wet, slippery rocks and have a good, complete skid plate system. We'd taken this trail before and noticed that the rocky section had changed quite a bit. It got better or worse, I guess it just depends on your perspective. So this trail loops through the woods back to BR23, just around the corner from where the trail starts. So if you have folks ride along with you who may prefer not to navigate the rocks, you can send them down the road and have them wait for you there where the trail reconnects with BR23. Next, we connected Doug's Loop, Kim and Monica's Trail, and the Coyote Trail to reach Bear Creek Mainline. And these are 48-inch trails that should be on your ride list. They're suitable for beginners, very scenic, and have several bridge crossings that make for great photo stops. And if you need another reason to explore these trails, you'll find one of this year's scavenger hunt checkpoints along this section. And if you haven't already, head on over to our website, watva.org, get signed up for free, and start playing. It's great fun. We then rode the Centennial Trail north from the main line. You'll notice that this trail does continue south. Between the main line and BR53 is pretty short, very narrow, and has several off-camber sections. South of BR53, the trail only goes a short distance before it's closed due to a major washout. But going north from the main line, the Centennial Trail climbs pretty steep near the top, and has some spots where you'll need to be careful about tire placement. It's nothing you can't do in two-wheel drive, and it's definitely worth riding. After reaching the main line again, we headed to the top of BR 4602, where you'll find the second of the scavenger hunt checkpoints.
All right, we're still out here on the Walker Valley ORV area. Look at this view. Is this awesome or what? You know, it's a beautiful sunshiny day. We're out in God's country. This is what ATVing's all about, and you just really got to come and join us.
We then headed over to the Humps and Bumps 4x4 trail. On the eastern side, we took the southernmost trailhead and found some very entertaining rock climbs. If you don't have a four-wheel drive quad, or you will want to avoid climbing the rocks, you can take the other trailhead, which is a much easier option. But if you're looking for a more challenging ride, be sure to head over to the Expressway, just off the upper main line trail. This is some of the most popular trails for extreme 4x4s. Now, you'll want to make sure you have a winch and a few extra hands when you attempt this trail. This was our second trip to the Expressway, and we noticed that at a few spots, the ruts had gotten even deeper than before, causing us to use our winches to get through a couple of times. Just because you've ridden a trail in the past with no problems doesn't mean it won't be more challenging the next time you return.
All right, it's another great day of riding out here at Walker Valley. It's mainly 4x trail, so on a busy, pretty weekend like this, you're almost sure to run into Jeeps. We ran into a big group of Jeep Cherokees out on the trail today, so as you can imagine, they clogged things up just a little bit, but you just gotta be patient and stop and visit with folks, you know. And but there are some technical trails out there. The big rigs put some ruts in there, so you want to be sure that you're prepared for all that. But it's just a great time, you know. And Washington ATV Association is always looking for people to come out and join us, so you just got to come join us.